by basically format specifiers. We have seen different format specifiers, like we have %d, %f, %c, %x, %o. And later on, we try to work with the formatting the output. And if I want some spaces to be displayed on the output screen, then I can use %5d, %7d, and so on, which will leave the space into it. I hope you all have understood yesterday's lecture. Is there any query with respect to it? No. Okay. So let us let us go ahead with the next topic, which is basically called as escape sequence. So in today's class, first we will see some escape sequence. We will see how to take input from user, and then we will start with something called as operators, right? So suppose I wish to display the output as C programming in double quotes, and I wish to display the, you can say, Precat, and then I wish to say OC04. I need a tab space between it. And let us say I want to go for day 03 / escape sequence. I wish to display this kind of data on my output screen. This is my requirement. Now, if this is a requirement, then first of all, everyone say that I will go for printf statement. Obviously, yes, you will go for printf statements. There will be 3 printf statements. So let us say first printf statement that I am going to write is having C programming. Maybe I'll go for second printf statement. I'll mute all. There is, right. So there is a second printf which says I want to go for precat OC04. And there is a third printf where I want to write day 03 and / escape sequence, right? And let us say I'm giving semicolon. So this is the data which I wish to print on the output screen. I'll save this code and I will compile it. Every time, whenever you make the changes into the program, you need to save that program, you need to compile that program. So how do we compile? We compile by typing a command gcc program name.c, and we say /a.exe. Now, if you observe, I have not got the required output. The reason is I have not used /n. So if I would have written only n, तो क्या वो मुझे यहाँ पे n प्रिंट करता था कि न्यू लाइन पे लेके जाता था? It would have printed n for me, right? Let us observe. It have printed C programming, then it have printed n precat OC4, and then it have printed n day 03. Why it is printing n? It is because n is having its own meaning. It's a character which I want to display on the output screen. But I do not want n character to be displayed. मुझे इसका originality हटाना है. I want to escape the meaning of this original character n. So when I say I want to escape the meaning of original character, I'll write /n. So what is /n? Slash indicates escape. What escape? Please escape the meaning of next character which is after it. So let us compile the code and check the output. I'll compile it and check. Is it now working fine? Is it going to the new line? Right. So in your C programming, you have something called as escape sequences. So what is escape sequence? If I wish to go for some special operator to be displayed, if I want to go for escape sequences, I have to write / and then character. They are treated as one single character constant. What I mean by that, अगर आपको याद रहेगा, कल मैंने आपको ASCII value बताया था. Capital A का ASCII value is 65. Similarly, /n ASCII value is 10, right? It means that when you talk about /n, it stands for, it will put a new line character. Similarly, I have /t. /t is a tab space. Similarly, I have /r, which is for carriage return. I'll give you example for each. And I have /b, which is basically a backspace character. On your keyboard, when you press enter, indirectly compiler को वो /n करके समझ में आता है. On your keyboard, if you want to go for a tab space, जैसे मुझे यहाँ पे precat and OC4 के बीच में tab space चाहिए, is it displaying? No. But if I put here /t, let us observe the output now. Can you see it is giving me space, a tab space of my machine, जितना मुझे यहाँ पे tab देने के बाद आया. So if you put a special character T before it, if you put a backslash, it is called as escape sequence. Next, can you also observe, I am saying I want to go for day 03 and I wish to go for slash escape sequence. क्या मेरे आउटपुट में स्लैश डिस्प्ले हुआ है क्या? नहीं, उसने ई को रिमूव कर दिया है. इट इज ओनली सेइंग मी केप सीक्वेंस एंड सो ऑन. That means, can I say I want to display a special symbol on my output screen? Yes. If I wish to print any special symbol, then I have to write backslash backslash. Let us save this. Let's compile it. Can you check now? Backslash have been printed on the output screen. So it is C programming, which is getting displayed. Precat /T is giving me tab sign, day 03 backslash escape sequence. Also, if you observe, I wanted my C programming to be written in double quotes. Is my output is giving me in that double quotes? No, it is not. Right? If I start writing double quotes over here, suppose मैंने यहाँ पे भी double quote दिया, तो यहाँ पे भी मैंने double quote किया, क्या ये मेरा printf का statement wrong हो जाएगा क्या? Obviously, because printf हमने कल कैसे use किया कि whatever you have in %d, जो भी आपको चाहिए आप double quotes में लिखो, उसके बाद आप comma लिख के यहाँ पे कुछ भी variable लिख सकते हो. This is what is the correct syntax of printf. So that means I'm not using the correct syntax for the printf. That's why it will not allow me. But I want before C double quotes to be printed. Double quotes is having a special meaning. To avoid that, to escape that, I will put backslash over here. Again, I'll put backslash over here. This will try to perform the double quotes printing on the output screen. Can you see this? Everyone, double quotes are printed on the output screen, right? They are individual character constant. Why they are called as character constant? Because they are given some specific ASCII value with respect to it. If you wish, you can print it. I will show you. So /n is for new line, /t is for tab space, right? Now, let us go ahead and I'll take one example. I'll write main, in which we will say, I'm saying printf, I'm saying precat, and I'm giving hyphen, I'm writing /b, and then I'm writing OC04. Right? Let us compile this code first. Check it. How does this work? This will try to work with precat hyphen /b removes one character back. So जैसे आप backspace press करते हो वैसे /b ने work किया, उसने hyphen हटा दिया. After that, I have OC04. So that is what is the output. Did you all get it? How does the /b works? It is the same as your backspace character. Right. This is our second program. Those who are new, for them, I am creating a single file where I'm trying to explain this as a first program, this as a second smaller program, and this as a third program. So when you revise, whatever is the first file, day3_1, that is your first file, and that file will have the first code at the end. Right. Return 0. If you wish to move ahead, Tushar, normally /b is avoided, but if you want to go one cursor back, while maybe you want to go for reading the data, writing the data, या फिर जब हम files के साथ काम करते हैं तो कभी हमें एक character पीछे जाना है तो you can go for /b. Otherwise, it is rarely used. You must be aware about the escape sequence, so I have covered. Okay, right. Now, let us say I'm writing printf and I'm saying excellent and morning, and later on I'm writing /r and I'm giving space and I'm writing great. Okay, now let us say I'll execute this. Can you see the output? Great and morning. What do you mean by /r? /r takes a cursor on first character on same line and starts overwriting. Let us understand. If I'm saying I have written first excellent, so it will print excellent morning for me. After that, I have said /r. /r will take my cursor onto the first line on the same character, same line, first character. So there is a space. Okay, it will put it will put a space in front of over here. Next is grade, so it will print G, it will go R, it will say E, it will say A, it will say T. Did I get the same output? जो आपके कीबोर्ड पे होम बटन है, होम बटन और इंसर्ट बटन, उसका कॉम्बिनेशन दैट इज योर स्लैश आर. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड? होम बटन क्या करता है, आपके सेम लाइन के फर्स्ट कैरेक्टर पे लेके जाता है, दैट इज नथिंग बट योर स्लैश आर इज. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड अप टू दिस पॉइंट? स्लैश आर goes to the first character on the same line. By rule, Sajan, I'm explaining one more time. By rule, मेरा printf ने excellent morning लिखा. Then I have got slash r. जैसे ही slash r आया, it will come to the first character on the same line. What characters I'm printing? I'm printing space. तो e को वो space के साथ replace कर देगा. Next character I have written G, next character R, next character E, next character A, next character T. Have you understood now, everyone, how does slash r works? All right. So in short, slash n is for new line character, slash t is for tab space, slash r is for carriage return, slash b is for backspace, right? So this is what is basically the escape sequences, right? If you remove the space, in that case, it will just go back. तो ये वाला space output में आपको visualize नहीं होगा, okay? All right. Like overwriting, not overlapping, overwriting. Till the time your character occurs. Let us say मैं यहाँ पे लिखती हूँ great evening, right? So what happens in this scenario? It will just try to see. यहाँ से लिखना start करेगा. It will end over here, and that's why it is giving me ing up to this point. Hope you have understood. Everyone, is it clear? Right. So this was about the escape sequences. Now, if I ask you, I wish to display the ASCII value of character S, small s, let us say. So what you will give me? Which format specifier I should go for? %D. Is it compulsory to enclose that character into single quotes? Is it compulsory? Yes, 100% it is compulsory. Otherwise, your compiler will not understand. Let us observe. Am I getting the output? Pawan, this is the way the flow of the lecture will be. I request, make sure you please revise whatever contents I have taught into the last lecture. If it is your day 1 or day 2, then I request everyone, please make sure आप पहले के recorded sessions सुनो. The reason is, this is a crash course, right? So what is expected, at least if you're not aware about anything, then you should at least listen to the recorded sessions twice so that you can understand the next lecture. Okay? Is it fine? I hope I'm not going so fast. These are very basics. Everyone, I hope you are getting the things, right? You have to cope up with the speed. The reason is you are in the crash course. So you have to listen and you have to work hard on the previous day's topics too, right? So this is a genuine request. So I request everyone, basically, जितना आप मुझे slow बोलोगे, फिर आपके बाकी के topics when I will cover, no? Right? जैसे आज मैंने अभी आपको, for example, this ASCII value, this I have taught in detail yesterday. But if I again try to explain this one more time, then how will I cover the next topic, right? So that's the reason we provide you recorded sessions for 7 days where you can listen to the recorded sessions n number of times. Wherever you are facing the problems, we are there to help you. ऐसा नहीं है कि lecture में if you are saying 90 students are there and if 90 students says that please repeat, it means same topic will be repeated 10 times, which may irritate other students and which may even lose the, you can say, interest from the lecture. So if some topic is more difficult, no doubt I will repeat, but the whole concept which has been taught into the last lecture, so a genuine request, please ensure you listen to the recorded session. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to explain, everyone, right? So maybe the reason is you should gain maximum knowledge in this stipulated time. That is what is our motto, right? Good. So shall I proceed? Thank you for the understanding. And just a request, make sure आप पहले वाले lectures अच्छे से revise करके आओ. Even though आपका 8 to 2 lecture हो रहा है, तो उसको revise करने के लिए I'm saying आपको कम से कम 3-4 घंटे फिर से लगेंगे वापस से same codes type करने के लिए. But if you do dedicatedly, then it is beneficial for you only, right? You will get a good rank. All right. Next, let us say I wish to So that means if I'm saying I wish to go for S, in that case, %d is basically used for printing the ASCII value, right? Next, I'm saying printf %d. What I want to say, I wish to go for printing the ASCII value of /n. So I'll write here ASCII value of /n is. Now, as I said, /n is also a special character constant. तो जब भी मैं character लिखती हूँ, I enclose that into single quotes. Similarly, if I wish to print the ASCII value of /n, then new line character, then I can write %d and ensure it is enclosed into new line character, single quotes. समझ में आया? Everyone, have you understood up to this point? All right, good. So this was about your, you can say, printf and format specifiers and the escape sequences. Good. Now, moving ahead, I'll just create a new file. That's the next concept. I'll take the same header file, right? I'll say main void. All right. Please understand, when I say printf and if I'm saying hello, okay, what output you are going to get? We are in 3_2.c. We are going to get the output as hello. Very good. Now, if I'm saying I am declaring one integer I, okay, and I am equating I with printf, okay, then let us just try to print value inside variable I in %d. I'll just print I. Okay. Now, if I would have written only printf, तो मुझे सिर्फ hello output आया था. But if we equate means मैंने equal sign के आगे printf लिखा है. If we equate printf, then printf will first performs its job. What is the job of printf? Its job is to print the data on the output screen, right? So it will first perform its job of printing. Okay, then it will count number of characters it has printed on output screen, right? तो इसका मतलब hello में कितने characters है? 5 characters. So printf will first print hello and it will return, rather it will count and return 5 number to this variable I. तो मेरा I में अब वैल्यू क्या आना चाहिए? 5 आना चाहिए. Let us observe. Can you see? First printf have done its own job and later on it have given value 5 to the I and I have got the value of I is equal to 5. समझ में आया? What is the meaning of printf? All right. If you have understood up to this point, I'll give you one more twister. Suppose I'm writing main in which I'm saying return 0. I'm writing integer num is equal to 450, right? Let us say I'm writing printf num is in %d, comma num. Let us say I'm writing val, or let us say I have a variable count, where count will hold number of characters printf have printed on the output screen. So I'll say printf %d value of count in %d is this. Okay, let us go ahead. Can you just give me the guess answer now? Is it 450 and 450? ठीक है. Let us observe. Let us observe the output. You will guess, you will understand. I'm getting 9 in the output. Why it is so? Let us observe. Printf will print NUM. There is a space. There's a colon. There's a space. What is the value of num? 450. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did my printf printed 9 characters on the output screen including the space? That's the reason count में क्या डेटा जाएगा, 9 जाएगा और वही काउंट ने मुझे डिस्प्ले किया है. समझ में आया everyone? This is called as, this is basically when you wish to see printf, what it will do its own job. What it will do, it will first try to print the data, maybe NUM colon %d के जगह पे वो क्या प्रिंट करेगा 450. If you count, this is 1 2 3 space is 4 colon is 5 6 7 8 9. Total number of characters printf have printed on the output screen is a 9. That's why it is counting. Is it like strlen? No, Durgesh. strlen works with only string, that I will cover later. Got it? So printf will return. Yes, Nilesh, that's what we have. That's what I have written. If you are, read this. I've written clearly sentences. If you are equating printf, then printf will first perform its job of printing, and then it will return and it will count and return number of characters it has printed on the output screen. समझ में आया? ठीक है. Good. So this is about your printf statement. We will go ahead and we will try to create a new file where I'm going to explain you how to take input from the user. Till this point, हम लोग variables को define कर रहे थे, initialize कर रहे थे. Maybe integer num is equal to 30 and so on. But what I want num value to be taken from the user. So when I say integer num, ultimately in my system, compiler will allocate one memory allocation for this num, and which is maybe I'm giving as 1000. Do you all agree with this? As soon as I declare integer num, 4 bytes of memory will be allocated. Very good. Now I'm saying printf, enter the number. So this message will be given to the user on the output screen. Next, it will say scanf %d. What is scanf? Scanf is a function which is used to take input from the user. अब जैसे ही आया, enter the number. Let us say user will enter 50. What I have to take? I have to take this 50 number, and can I say I have to store at the address location of 1000, means at this location, right? It means that जो भी यूजर ने नंबर एंटर किया है, I wish to store at the address location of my num variable. That's why when I say scanf function, in that case, this will take address of num. In which format? In integer format. That's why I will go for %d. Right? I'll say printf. I'll say num in %d, and I'm going to print num value. Or you have entered number is this. Let us compile the code and check. Yes. Enter the number. Let us say 50. I am getting the output as 50. Means this is called as taking input from user. If I do not write address of num, in that case, listen carefully, Atharva. अगर मैं बोलती हूँ, I am declaring one integer, I'm saying integer val is equal to 40. Suppose I'm saying like this. How you will treat this? You will say this is a val variable. You will say this is holding 40 value. You will say some memory allocation is given to you. If I say I will ask you, can you please give me what is there in val? Val में क्या है? What you will give me as an answer? 40. If I ask you what is address of val, what you will give me? It is obviously 2000, right? तो जब user यहाँ पे कोई value insert करता है, वो value मुझे num में अंदर store करनी है. If I wish to store it inside num, I have to mention, please store at the address location of num. Have you understood? That's why when you are using scanf, that means we have to go for address sign. Good. So this is basically you are taking input from a user by using and sign. Right. Someone may ask me, can I take two numbers? Yes, you can take, that is n1, n2. Then you can take first number, you can take second number, and you can print it. यहां तक समझ में आया? Right. Let us go ahead where I'm trying to explain. I'm saying int num and character ch. I wish to take one numeric value and one character value from the user. ठीक. So I'll say printf, enter number. ठीक. I'll say scanf, %d. Obviously, I'll go for address of num. Next, I'll again ask from user, enter character value. So I will say scanf and I'll say %d, comma, address of ch. Correct? Now, if I say again, I'm printing the, yes, there should be %c. Very good. If I say number in %d and if I say character in %c, I'll go for printing num value and I'll go for printing ch value. Okay. Now, let us compile the code. Somewhere I have given wrong printf spelling. Tick. Okay. Now, when you compile this and execute, first of all, it is asking me enter the number, right? Now, what it is expecting, everyone, what my program is expecting? My program is expecting two things. One is a number, second is a character. This is what it is expecting. Correct. Ab, I will say, I am saying I have entered value 30. After that, which key I will press from my keyboard to go ahead? After that, which key I will press after this? I'll press enter. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने आपको बताया कि enter को एक special meaning है. It is having a special meaning called as /n. Is it a character constant? Is it a character constant? Yes. Now, जैसे ही I am pressing enter, उसने मेरे लिए वेट किया क्या यहाँ पे कैरेक्टर लेने के लिए? No. Are you getting? So what is happening? It is like when I have said I want to take one number and I want to take one character. If the user have entered 30, then this 30 is stored into this location, maybe inside num. After that, when the user hits enter from the keyboard, then that is treated as /n. That is treated as /n. तो ये जो /n की value है, it is getting inside this ch value. वो automatically उस ch में /n store कर दे रहा है. तो अब ch को एक वैल्यू मिल गई, num को एक वैल्यू मिल गई, तो उसको कंपाइलर को तो ऐसे लगेगा ना कि I have got two values, so I should stop. Have you understood why it is not waiting for me? Everyone, did you get a scenario? Right. But मुझे क्या चाहिए? I want to basically discard this meaning. मुझे इस meaning को discard करना है. Right? It is because /n is a special character constant which indicates a new line. तो जब मेरे प्रोग्राम का रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, मुझे एक नम चाहिए, मुझे एक ch चाहिए. नम यूजर ने एंटर किया 30, वो ऑटोमेटिकली 30 नम में स्टोर हो गया. बट यूजर ने यहां से एंटर प्रेस किया तो कंपाइलर ने उस एंटर को ch में जाके स्टोर किया, बिकॉज एंटर इज हैविंग अ स्पेशल मीनिंग कॉल्ड एज /n व्हिच इज आल्सो अ कैरेक्टर. सो कंपाइलर इज थिंकिंग ओके यूजर विश टू स्टोर /n इनसाइड ch. तो कंपाइलर ने क्या किया, नम में 30 स्टोर कर दिया, ch में /n स्टोर कर दिया. तो इसको दो तो वैल्यूज मिल गई, तो वो क्यों वेट करेगा ना? हैव यू अंडरस्टूड नाउ द सिनेरियो everyone? So what I want to basically discard this meaning. I want to discard this meaning. So how will I discard this meaning? This is called as suppressing the meaning of new line character. I have to do it. The reason is, अगर मैं इस /n को नहीं हटाती हूँ तो मैं यूजर से कभी कैरेक्टर ही नहीं ले सकती. So to suppress the meaning of new line character, हमें हमेशा कैरेक्टर एक्सेप्ट करने के पहले I have to write scanf %c. Let us check the output and observe carefully. First, enter number. I'm saying 30. Next, enter character. Is it waiting for me now? कि वो directly output दिया. It is waiting for me now. Let us say I'm entering the character M. Is it displaying the data properly? 30 and M. Yeah. Hope you have understood. So जब भी आप character बाद में accept करते हो तो इसके लिए हमें यहाँ पे %C लिखना पड़ता है. This is to suppress the meaning of new line character. Is it okay? Any questions so far? It's only for character. The reason is तुषार /n जो है आपका न्यू लाइन कैरेक्टर जो है वो बेसिकली एक स्पेशल कैरेक्टर कांस्टेंट है, इसलिए. ठीक है? Okay, good. All right. Any more questions? Line number 12 will escape the meaning of new line character. क्योंकि जब हम नॉर्मली एक नंबर एंटर किया और कीबोर्ड से एंटर हिट किया तो इट विल स्टोर इट इनटू ch. मुझे ch में /n स्टोर करना है? नहीं. मुझे /ch में क्या स्टोर करना है? जो यूजर की खुद की वैल्यू दी हुई है वो स्टोर करना है. तो आई हैव टू डिस्कार्ड दिस मीनिंग ऑफ /n. दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव टू राइट दिस सेंटेंस. दिस इज सिंटैक्स. Right? Akshay, scanf is called as, scanf is a function which is basically defined into your stdio.h, which is used for taking the input from the user. Okay? Good. Right. Suppose you wish to take another number. Yes, of course, it will wait, Tushar. इसके बाद, if you want to take new number, then you can. Float लेना है तो आपको format specify %f लिखना पड़ेगा. Okay? Right. Yes, Durga.
Ma'am, can we write that line number 12 before line number 11?
You can, but that's fine wherever you write. You can combine here also on line number 13. So it is based on you, but normally before accepting a character, this should be there. This is the meaning, right? Yeah. Okay. Anirudh, %C का मतलब ही है it will suppress the meaning of new line character. मुझे न्यू लाइन कैरेक्टर जो मेरे ch में जाके स्टोर हो चुका है उसकी मीनिंग को हटाना है. ओके, ठीक. Shall I go little ahead? कल से आपको और इजी जाएगा. द रीजन इज बाय टुमारो एवरीवन विल बी मोर कंफर्टेबल एंड फ्रॉम टुमारो आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर अ लाइव कोड. सो जो कोड आपको यहाँ पे मुझे स्क्रीन को स्क्रॉल अप स्क्रॉल डाउन करना पड़ रहा है वो आपको आपके सिस्टम पे दिखेगा. No need to put address on the line number 12. No, Durgesh. You are just removing /n. That's it. ठीक है? Right. So now we have seen basically what is printf, what is scanf, and so on. Next is, suppose I'm saying integer character, right? These types of questions are asked in your CCAD. Please focus. Let me explain first the range of characters, right? Now, can you please tell me character takes how many bytes? Character takes how many bytes? 1 byte. 1 byte indicates how many bits? 8 bits. Right. Means if I start from 2 raised to 0, it will go from 2 raised to up to 2 raised to 8, that is 256. Right. And if I start from 0, it will be from 0 to 255. Correct? Now, when you talk about range of characters, that means there is no such scope as such for %C. Now, I'll say this is, let us say, 2 raised to 7. This will be 2 raised to 6. This will be 2 raised to 5. This will be 2 raised to 4. Why we always take 2? It is because your computer understands in the form of binary data in the form of binary. So ones and zeros, that those are 2 numbers. इसलिए 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1 ऐसे work होता है. ठीक है? 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 2, maybe somewhere 2 raised to 1, and maybe somewhere 2 raised to 0. These are the, let us say, bits. Okay, I'll just quickly draw this. So this is nothing but a range of character which may vary because I have total 8 bits, right? Now I want to explain over here is the extreme right hand side bit is called as LSB. What is LSB? It is basically the least significant bit. Extreme right hand side वाली पहली bit को बोलते हैं LSB, and extreme left hand side वाली bit को हम बोलते हैं MSB, which is most significant bit, MSB, right? Now, when you talk about this LSB and MSB, why they are used? It is because the MSB bit represent the sign bit. The MSB bit is used for representing the sign. If I say, I'll take the same scenario. If I'll say, I am considering positive number, right? If it is a positive number, then मैं सारी 8 bits use कर सकती हूँ. Means I can go from 0 to 255. Positive को हम बोलते हैं signed numbers or signed characters because characters can be represented in the form of integer. The reason is every character is having its own ASCII value. आपको समझ में आ रहा है? A character है, उसको 65 ASCII value दिया गया है. That means a character can be represented in the form of numbers too. Next, if I'm saying negative numbers, then those are called as, sorry, these are called as sign, जिसको sign दी गई है, and these are called as unsigned. I'm so sorry, just a typing mistake. This is unsigned because sign नहीं है, so that is unsigned, right? It is from 0 to 255. But अगर मैं negative number की बात करती हूँ, in that case, this bit is reserved for sign. MSB bit is reserved for sign by your compiler. This is the design part, right? How your compiler is designed. अब यहाँ पे मुझे टोटल कितने बिट्स मिल रहे हैं यूज करने के लिए? एक बिट अगर रिजर्व है आउट ऑफ 8, हाउ मेनी बिट्स आई एम गेटिंग? 7, राइट? 2 raised to 7 कितना होता है? 128. इफ आई स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 0 तो कितना होता है? 127. 0 to 127. बट मेरा पूरा कैरेक्टर रेंज जो है वो टोटल कैपेसिटी कितनी है उसकी? अप टू 256. करेक्ट. 0 to 127 में मेरे 256 ऑक्यूपाई हो रहे हैं क्या? Am I? No. That means if I'm saying maximum number 127 है, तो मुझे रेंज देता है 256 की, तो I have to go into the negative side of sign. So the scale will look like minus 128 to 127. Here the range is from 0 to 255. Have you understood how the range is designed and how the signed and unsigned works with it? If I'm saying 8 bits are given to me, all can be used for, that is called as unsigned. All can be used means 0 to 255 जाती है. But अगर उससे number ज़्यादा आता है, in that case, it will rotate in a circular fashion. I will prove that. In case of signed bit, 1 bit is reserved, means out of 8 bits, 7 bits are to be used. 7 मतलब 128 तक जाना चाहिए. But if I start from 0, it should go up to 127. But उसकी कैपेसिटी कितनी है? टोटल 256 की, इसलिए वो -128 to 127 तक जाता है. Have you understood this scenario? Everyone, this is called as range of characters. Similarly, range of integers भी रहेगा, जहां पे आपको you can find integer min, integer max, and so on. So you can represent range, right? I'll work with character range because these types of MCQs are asked in your exam. I'll save this diagram. Now, suppose I'm writing character CH is equal to 100, okay? And I'm writing character CH2 is equal to 125 or 25, let us say. Next, I'm writing character CH3 is equal to CH1 plus CH2. I'll just try to print CH3 in %D format. Let's compile the code and check. Am I getting 125 correctly? Right. Now, by default, it is signed character. by default it is signed character. Signed character means what? By default जो range consider होगा CH1 के लिए will be -128 to 127. क्या मैंने यहाँ पे भी उसको मेंशन नहीं किया है? नहीं मेंशन किया है कि ये साइंड है कि अनसाइंड. तो बाय डिफॉल्ट वो उसका रेंज -128 टू 127 कंसीडर करेगा. CH3 के लिए मैंने मेंशन किया है क्या साइंड अनसाइंड? नो. तो बाय डिफॉल्ट इट विल बी कंसीडर्ड एज साइंड कैरेक्टर. So that's the reason इसका भी range will go from -128 to 127. इसका भी range will go from -128 to 127. That means it will perform 100 plus 25. It is 125. Right? Is it in the range of this? क्या 125 इस range में आ रहा है? Yes, it is coming ना. 127 के पहले आता है, मतलब वो स्केल जो पूरा है 127 उसमें आ रहा है. That's why it is displaying 125. ठीक है. Now, just hold on. Let me complete. Let me cover one more example. Now, just hold on. I'll cover next. Suppose I'm saying 120 or 28, just 28. So will it be treated as 100 plus 28? Will it be 128? Right. Now, if it is in, can you please tell me, is it in the scale of this range? No, it is not. So, ab 128 will move in a circular fashion and it will go back into the negative side of that scale. Let us check. Am I getting -128 as the output? Yes. Suppose I'm saying 30. Will it be treated as 100 plus 30, which is 130? Is it going beyond the scale? If it is going beyond the scale, 129, 130. Then it will be -127. It will be minus of 126. This should go like this. Let us check. Can you see I'm getting the output, everyone? ये उसने क्यों ऐसे consider किया? Because CH3 is which type of character? Signed character. Signed की range रहती है -128 to 127. It will rotate into that range only. Is it okay? Everyone. Right. Now, next. Suppose I'll give you next twister. पवन 135 आया, चेक करते हैं 135 का कैसे आएगा. 131 minus 124 5, 132 minus 124 133 and so on and so forth. जहां पे वो जाके स्टॉप होगा वहां पे वो आपको आंसर देगा. You want me 135, so this will be 5, this will be 135. Let us go ahead and check. You will get the answer -121. Is it okay? Hope you have understood. Everyone, have you understood? Correct. Suppose now I'm giving 200 and I'm giving 55, right? Will it be 200 plus 55, which will be 255? क्या मेरा CH3 का रेंज में 255 128 to 127 में आता है क्या? नहीं आता है. तो let us observe. Can you see it is giving me -1? Why it is giving me -1? It is because total range कितना है? -128 to 0 to 127. टोटल नंबर्स मिल रहे हैं 256. तो कैन आई से वो 0 पे जाके स्टॉप होगा 256. एक नंबर पीछे तो वो -1 रहेगा. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड एवरीवन? So what is a shortcut? Shortcut is you can use a formula. If my range is going beyond this, मेरा आंसर क्या आया? 255. 255 minus 256. Answer is -1. This is the shortcut you can go for. Have you understood? Everyone. Similarly, suppose मैं देती हूँ 240. This will be 240. Right? Now, let us check. Am I getting 240 minus this is -16? Shortcut समझ में आया? Formula कैसे apply हुआ? Right, because वो total range 256 है. Suppose, right? Next, suppose 256 के आगे गया. Yes, Rohit, coming to your doubt. Next, I'm writing 200 and let us say I'm writing 58. So how this will work? Again in circular fashion. Let us check. Is it giving me 2? Yes, because 256 is 0, 257 is 1 and 258 is 2. I hope you have understood. I'm talking about signed characters. Right. Let us go ahead to unsigned now. These questions are asked. Make sure you are practicing this after the session. Next, suppose I'm writing character ch1 is equal to 200 and let us say I'm writing character ch2 is equal to 54 and assume now I'm writing unsigned character ch3 where ch3 is equal to ch1 plus ch2. Have I explicitly mentioned the keyword unsigned? Yes. So यहाँ पे CH3 का range it will consider from 0 to 255. From here it will consider minus 128 to 127 and here it will consider minus 128 to 127. Right now, let us try to print this CH3 in %D CH3. How this will work? If I try to represent 200 plus 54, will it be 254? Yes. Is my 254 is in the range of CH3? Yes, it is present. So it will print 254 to me. Have you understood? You can go in another way also. Minus, you can say the CH1 is 200. 200 का representation में CH1 आप कैसे consider करोगे? So in this scenario, you can say 254 is coming within the unsigned range. That's why it is getting displayed properly. Suppose I'm going beyond the range, 258. In that case, how it will work? Will it rotate? Onkar, am I working with unsigned? Unsigned का shortcut formula 258 आया तो minus 256 करना उल्टा एक opposite. Have you understood why? Because it was unsigned, previous was signed. It rotates in a circle fashion. Is it okay? If I say 64, so here it will be 64, 264, 264 minus 256. Will it give me 8? Yes. Let us compile. Are you getting? Now, so can I say, let me explain one more time in short. Can I say the scale if I draw a scale for positive numbers, it may start from 0, it may end at 255, right? If I'm get 0, let us say 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, and so on, right? If I'm going beyond this range, 256 aaya, then it will rotate in circular fashion, right? It will rotate in circular fashion. 256 will go to 0. Go back over here, right? 256 aaya. 257 will go back to 1. अब समझ में आ रहा है everyone? This is about unsigned numbers. Signed numbers में, if I draw the scale will look like minus 128, minus 127, minus 126, minus 125, dot, 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 right? Somewhere I will have 0 over here, then 1, then 2, then 3, dot, dot, dot. Somewhere I'll have 127. If I'm going beyond the scale, 128, it's not into the scale. In that case, I will have to go back to which number? Minus 128. I hope with the help of diagram, now it's clear. Every data type have individual range. Yes, Pawan, the reason is character takes 1 byte, तो उसका range हमेशा 256 तक जाएगा. Integer takes 4 bytes, means 2 raised to 32 तक जाएगा. 0 से स्टार्ट होता है सुप्रजीत, बिकॉज 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1 हम 0th बिट से कंसिडर करते हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बिट्स एंड बाइट्स. ओके, you wrote sign instead of unsigned. No, it's like I've said the MSB bit is reserved for sign. If you wish to avoid a confusion, what I'll do, I will write it over here. Okay, so here your MSB bit is representing the sign. So आपको observe क्या करना है? You have to observe if it is a character, it is by default a signed character. You have to observe if it is unsigned, then you have to precede the keyword called as unsigned. Okay, hope you are understanding. Right now, I'll give you in short about integers. If you wish to print range of integer, you can just go for printing the range. For example, there is a header file which is called as limits.h header file. Now, the question is integer num. If I write, let us say 8,000, and if I say I wish to print num value, will it print num value correctly? Yes, it will print. Correct? Now, अगर मैंने यहाँ पे 2 more digits बढ़ा दिया, will it display that value? Yes, it is displaying. The reason is if I increase one more, let us say, maximum numbers मैं कितने store कर सकती हूँ? That's the question. I hope you have understood, right? Now, if I'm saying I wish to go for printf, I will print the range of integers as int, or you can say %d, minimum range and maximum range. How do I go for? In my limits.h header file, there are two specific constant. One is int min, another is int max, right? So when you talk about int min and int max, let us compile the code and check it. If you observe, I have got range as this. ये जो int min and int max है, these are predefined constants in which header file? Inside limits.h header file. Int min will give you minimum range of the integer. Int max will give you maximum range of integer. ये इतना बड़ा नंबर कहाँ से आया? Because integer takes 4 bytes. So 2 raised to 4 gives me 32 bits. 2 raised to 32 is that much big number. But अगर मैं signed की बात करती हूँ, by default integers are also considered as signed. इसलिए वो half में divide हो गया. 0 से -2147 something and towards 214748 something. Right? Now, suppose if you do not include Sahil, it will not understand what is int min and int max. Suppose, please observe, अब मैंने max integer का यहाँ पे डेटा यही नंबर लिख दिया और मैं instead of 47 मैं 45 लिखती हूँ. क्या मेरा नंबर अब डिस्प्ले होगा? Because it is in the scale 100% it will display. Can you see? ये 45 तक डिस्प्ले किया है. ठीक है. Let us try for 46. Is it in the scale of integers? Yes, it is in the scale. It is giving 46. 47. I'll save it, compile it, and execute. Is it in the scale? Yes, it is in the scale. Next, 48. Is it in the scale? No, it is not in the scale. So I will have to go back in circular fashion and it is going over here. आया समझ में? यहां से घूम के वो स्केल में ये तरफ आ जाएगा. All right. Next, 49 किया. इंटीजर का आपको याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, कैरेक्टर की ही रेंज सिर्फ याद रखो. Can you see 49 के लिए -214648 then -21464647. Have you understood the range? Any questions? All right. So these were the basics of range of any integer or any character, right? So these all are actually, you can say, called as, is it called as garbage value? No, Sahil, it's not a garbage value. It's the range that I'm displaying. इट्स नॉट द गार्बेज, यहाँ पे भी गार्बेज किधर आ रहा था ना, वो स्केल में जहां पे जाके स्टॉप हो रहा है उसी वैल्यू में आ रहा है ना। Devidas, that's what I've said for your exam. No need to remember range of integers, just remember range of characters. Understand the scenario, which type of character you are talking about. Are you talking about signed or are you talking about unsigned? अगर signed की बात आती है तो आपका वो range -128 to 127 तक जाता है, अगर आपका unsigned की बात आती है तो वो 0 to 255 तक जाता है. So you have to work accordingly where you are storing the data and or which data you are processing. Is it okay? Did you all get it? These all are called as, do we need to remember ASCII table? Yes, you have to, Aisha, you have to remember ASCII values of capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, 0 to 9, minus /n, /t, /b, /r. That's it. Okay? Everyone, have you understood up to this point? These all are also called as type qualifiers, जिसके थ्रू हम रेंज और ये सब देखते हैं. Right. Is there any trick? Trick is, Tushar, just I've said 256. अगर signed है, अगर unsigned है, तो 256 minus that number. अगर signed है, तो exactly opposite. I've written that shortcut, right? Can you see? Unsigned में 256 में से वो number में से minus 256 किया. In case of signed, we have taken this example. Let me just go here somewhere. Yes, this. I've written everything in this program, right? Right. Akshay, if you wish to print /b ASCII value, will you be able to print it using %d? This is /n ka print kiya, right? Okay. Pawan, integer range is between -32,768 and 32,767. ये क्यों आया? Because अगर आप integer 2 bytes consider करते हो, तो 2 raised to 16 is 65,536. Integer अगर 2 bytes का है, तो total 16 bits होते हैं. तो if you start from 2 raised to 0 to 2 raised to 16, तो वो आता है 65,536. But अब ये हुआ मेरा unsigned integer. But if I'm talking about signed, तो वो range divide हो जाता है, which is -32,768 to 32,767. समझ में आया पवन? How to identify signed and unsigned? Devidas, can you observe? यहाँ पे मैंने unsigned keyword नहीं लिखा है. That's why I have said by default it is signed character. But जब मैं उसको explicitly unsigned word लिखती हूँ, तो ही मेरा compiler उसको unsigned करके treat करता है. Okay, right. पवन, फिर ये क्या था? ये भी रेंज ही है इंटीजर का, लेकिन ये मेरे कंपाइलर में इंटीजर को कितने बाइट्स मिलते हैं? 4 मींस 32 बिट्स. तो 2 रेज टू 32 इतना बड़ा नंबर आता है, और अगर उसको साइंड में डिवाइड किया तो 0 से लेके पॉजिटिव एंड 0 से लेके नेगेटिव. ओके पवन? Aniket, every file, every program will be shared with you in the soft copy as promised on day 1. Day 1 and day 2 का पूरा folder I have shared. Day 3 में जो भी मैं programs कर रही हूँ, I'm saving it for you and I'm going to share it. Nothing to worry. All the programs will be given to you for your practice. Only the thing required is you need to do that practice every day. These efforts you have to take. Okay, good. So assume you all have understood up to this point. So we have seen something called as, we'll go to day 2, just 1 minute. Yesterday I have given you one PDF in which day 2 contents were there. And in that we have seen something called as escape sequence. We have seen, these are called as type modifiers. And can you see ये integer का range ऐसे या ऐसे है? अगर positive consider करते हो तो ये ऐसे. So everything is there. There is short integer takes 2 bytes, integer takes 4 bytes, and so on. So we have seen some special characters, some white spaces, or also called as escape sequences, which is /t, /b, /n, and we have seen something called as different escape sequences, right? Now we will start with the concept of operators today. Now, till this point, you all are aware about what do you mean by printf statement, what do you mean by scanf statement, how the data can be written, how the variables can be taken as input, right? Now we will gradually go ahead to the topic which is called as operators. What are operators? They are basically used for performing the operations on data entered by the user. There are different operators which are available. One is arithmetic operators, assignment and shorthand, relational operators, logical operators, conditional operator, bitwise, unary, and special operators. We will see all these operators with the help of example, right? In this slide, I have included a table, right? That means, for example, if you consider, right, if you consider I have an expression C is equal to A plus B multiplied by C plus D. In this case, how you will proceed this in normal mathematics? You will first try to solve A plus B. You will then try to solve C plus B, and then you will try to perform the multiplication. You will get the answer and you will store it into C. That is basically called as BODMAS rule that you follow in case of normal mathematics. Similarly, when you're working with operators, तो हम कोई भी operator को जब evaluate करते हैं, then that can be evaluated either from left to right or from right to left. And that is called as associativity of an operator. So it's not asked कि चलो बताओ मुझे अभी pointer to structure member का associativity कैसे होता है, या please tell me unary operator का associativity कैसे होता है. ऐसे टाइप के questions नहीं पूछे जाते हैं. The questions are asked like some program code is given and you have to evaluate it and you have to get the output for that. But for solving your problems, you must understand that whenever I am going for, let us say, function call, array element, these all are operators. ये सारे operators को जब मैं solve करती हूँ, I have to go from left to right. Similarly, when you talk about plus sign, minus sign, increment, decrement, address of, size of, ये सारे operators को जब मैं solve करती हूँ, I will go from right to left. Similarly, if you go for plus, minus, multiplication, division, you go from left to right. You do not have to remember this. This will gradually come with the practice whenever you're using different kinds of operators, maybe bitwise and, or logical or, conditional. So ये सारे जो operators हैं, ये सारे operators का मैंने यहाँ पे associativity, that is table, I have included for your reference, right? So let us go ahead with step by step with all these operators, which is called as starting with arithmetic operators, right? Now, we'll take few operators, then I'll give you a break. Day3_5.c. Note, I'm not getting Pavan your question. आपको मैं ये पीपीटी स्लाइड शेयर करूंगी, तो आपको नोट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर एवरी पीपीटी स्लाइड, एवरी डायग्राम, एवरी स्मॉलेस्ट प्रोग्राम, and you can say कल से I will have you can say one assignment too. So not to worry. Day 1 and day 2 is already shared. Day 3 after the lecture जैसे ही मैं वीडियो भी अपलोड कर देती हूँ तो डेटा भी शेयर कर देती हूँ. ठीक, right, good. Now let us say I'll write integer n1 and n2. I wish to take two input from user. I'll say enter first number. User will enter the first number, maybe address of n1. I'll say take second number. So here I'll write enter second number and I'll say n2. Next, I will write here printf. I'll say addition is equal to %t. I want to perform addition operation. So that's why I'll write n1 plus n2. I'll write n1 minus n2. Next, I'll write n1 multiply by n2, n1 divide by n2, and n1 modulus by n2. Here, I can just write this is my subtraction result. This is my multiplication result. This is basically a division result, and this is a modulus result. Everyone is aware about what is plus, minus, and so on. Now, when you talk about division and modulus, let me take one example. If I write n1 is equal to 10 and n2 is equal to 2, when I perform n1 divided by n2, it will calculate 10 divided by 2. It will give me answer as 5. But if I write n1 mod of n2, that means 10 mod of 2, it will give me answer as 0. The reason is modulus operator gives us the remainder part, and this division operation gives us the quotient part. This is quotient part, and this is the remainder part. Right? Similarly, if I'm saying my n1 is 8 and n2 is 3, in that case, n1 divided by n2, 8 divided by 3, answer will be 2. But if I say n1 mod of n2, 8 mod of 3, answer will be again 2. समझ में आया? ठीक है, to avoid a confusion, I'll write here 10. 10 divided by 3 and 10 mod of 3. 10 divided by 3 is basically going to give me 3. 10 divided mod of 3 is going to give me 1. Is it okay? Have you understood? So whatever user will enter for N1 and N2, it will get displayed. So it will first accept the number from me, second number from me. It is displaying me addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. It is very easy and everyone can understand this. This is about, you can say, arithmetic operators, right? Now, if I say I am writing return 0, let us say, I have num value which is equal to 15, right? If I want to modify, if I wish to modify the value and I want to store that modified value into the same original number only, then I can go for shorthand operator. For example, if I say I wish to increment num value by 5 and I wish to store it in num only. In this scenario, I can write num plus is equal to 5. How this will be treated? It is called as shorthand operator. This will be treated as num is equal to num plus 5. Let us just try to first print num value in %d. I'll write num. Here, after performing the operation, I am just trying to print modified value in %d and I'll say num. Okay, so let us compile this code. For the first time, it will print the num value as 15. For the second time, it is going to print num is equal to num plus 5, which is 20. So it is called as shorthand operator. समझ में आया? Yes, कल्पेश, इंटीजर में नहीं लगता है बिकॉज हमें /n इज स्पेशल कैरेक्टर, तो कैरेक्टर में जाके वो स्टोर करता है. ठीक है, समझ में आया? Everyone. All right. So this is about shorthand operator. Similarly, if I'm writing num minus is equal to 10. Let us compile this code and check. Is it giving me 10? यहाँ पे num is equal to num minus 10 ऐसा करके treat करेगा. These are called as shorthand operator. First was arithmetic operator. Second is assignment or shorthand operator. You can use any combination of assignment operator or shorthand operator with either arithmetic operator या तो आप bitwise operators के साथ भी work कर सकते हो. समझ में आया? Everyone? ठीक है. Now, let us go ahead. Where have you used assignment operator? आपने assignment operator use किया है क्या? Have you used assignment operator? Yes. जब हम किसी भी वेरिएबल को वैल्यू असाइन करते हैं, राइट, वी यूज सिंगल इक्वल टू ऑपरेटर. आदित्य, कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी लाइन नंबर 9 पे आपने कौन सा ऑपरेटर यूज किया है? You have used assignment operator, right? So assignment operator यूज किया है तो that is nothing but equal operator. ठीक है, good. Let us go little ahead. Now, good. ये ऑपरेटर्स आप शॉर्ट हैंड में यूज कर सकते हो. These all are bitwise operator. So जब आपको bitwise ऑपरेटर समझ में आएगा तो आप उसके शॉर्ट हैंड ऑपरेटर्स भी यूज कर सकते हो. जैसे मैंने आपको अरिथमेटिक ऑपरेटर्स बताया, यू कैन यूज शॉर्ट हैंड ऑपरेटर्स विद अरिथमेटिक. I will explain bitwise, then you can use shorthand operator with bitwise. This is predefined. This is compiler designing, right? We will go ahead to relational operators first. Right. Akshay, ++5 is basically unary operators. Let me go step by step ahead. I have completed arithmetic operators. I have completed assignment operator. Shorthand operators are basically this category and of this category. So I have covered up to this point. Let me just cover relational operator and then we will go ahead gradually in all the operators. Size of तो हमने already use किया है, कल ही use किया ना size of हमने, याद है क्या सबको size of? ठीक है, good. All right. So let us go ahead to the relational operators now. Suppose I'm writing two numbers n1 is equal to, or n1 and n2. Let us take two numbers from the user only.